Hello everyone. This is my 2005 Scion XB. It's got about 237,000 miles on it, I think, at this point. And I just had the clutch replaced last year, and I'm trying to tighten up the shifter action. So I replaced the cable assembly, which includes these two cables down here, shifter cable assembly. I got those from Japan, they're OEM. But there's still a lot of slop, okay? And well, my main issue now is, if you go all the way to the left, it won't go up into first. You got to kind of back it off a notch, and then it goes up into first. And I think I know why, and I know what I did to fix it, but I want to show you what the problem is. So all the way to the left, won't go up, back it off, it goes up. So I'll show you out in the engine bay what's going on. So right down in here, here's the two shifter cables. This is the one that's on the right side. This is the one that's on the left side. They connect to this piece, which is called the bell crank assembly. So they work together and move this thing this way, and then the one on the bottom pulls this piece this way to change gears. The bottom right here where my finger is, there's a pin sticks up. I'm going to show you in just a second that engages with a slot in this piece right here. Let me grab a mirror and I'll show you. And hopefully it's going to focus, but you see, okay, you see the pin and that black cap that's kind of sideways. That pin is barely making it up into that slot right there. And I don't know why it is that way. Nothing's changed other than the clutch and that cable assembly, and it's been doing this for a while. I got a new bell crank assembly, which again is this piece right here. But the thing is, it needs to go up to engage in that slot better. So what I'm going to do, I've already tested it so I know it works. This bracket right here holds that bell crank assembly in there, and I'm going to put two washers underneath that bracket to therefore raise the bell assembly up, and then thus closing the gap inside this thing right here. And it works. I'll show you. I'll put it together and then I'll show you how well it engages in just a minute here. Bear with me. Okay, I'm back. So what I've done, you really can't see it, but the bell crank assembly bracket, which is right here, I put a couple washers underneath the bracket on each of these screws between the transaxle and the bracket. Just a couple flat washers, and I raise it up a little bit. I'll show you how well it fits now. So now, if you look down here, here we go. Oh, there you go. Look how well that pin sits up in that groove. And the shifting is way better. So I want you to get a good look at that. So all I've done was got a new bell crank assembly and put spacers under the bracket. And let's go check out the shift action. So now, when I go all the way to the left, it goes right up into first. Everything's about as tight as I've seen a Toyota. I've had a couple Toyotas, and they've always been sloppy. So I don't know what caused that problem. There was no bent metal in any brackets. I replaced that bell crank assembly just because the other one had a flat spot where the pin went up in a groove. But other than that, I don't know why that thing would be so not engaged. So that's what I did. Raised it up on the bell crank assembly bracket, and it goes right into first. No problem. So I know our Scion XB first gen community is getting small. Parts are getting hard to come by, and so are videos. So I hope this helps. If anybody has any thoughts on what caused that wear and tear, I guess, on that bell crank assembly or any other shifter issues, let's hash them out in the comments. I will say this shifter thing right here has this dust boot on it, and mine's split. And my next project is to get I have a new one. I just got to figure out how to take this off. I'm pretty sure that there's a spring behind here. If I undo these 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, a spring's going to pop out. So I'm just going to let it ride like it is for now. But that is my next project. So I hope this was helpful. Again, if you got any comments, share them in the comment section. Thanks, bye.